1775, and we are standing in front of Old North Church that was built in 1723 by William Price and Anthony Blount.
Now to Old North Church, where Paul Revere and Robert Newman are having a conversation.
Hang two lanterns in the Belfry Arch to warn the Patriots that the British are going to road Charlestown. You need to let the other Sons of Liberty know how the British are coming, because I may not make it across the Charles River.
Okay, tonight I'll hang the lanterns in the Belfry Arch.
Be careful, because the British may come after you, because this is a Tory church. They will not like that you are using the church against them.
Later that night, a conversation between two townspeople.
Brr, it's freezing tonight.
Yes, it is.
Now I must wait for dark so I can hang the lanterns.
The people on the other side of the Charles River will surely be able to see the lanterns, for this is the tallest church in Boston. The steeple is 2.5 times the size of the church.
Do you know Paul Revere is a bell ringer at this church?
No, not really. I know he had something to do in this church, but I wasn't quite sure what.
Now, we should have Robert Newman light the lantern.
Okay, I'll light the lanterns in the Belfry Arch, the Christ Church, or what they usually call it, Old North Church.
This is the beginning of a great ride of Paul Revere.
Paul Revere, we must go in a minute, then.
William, grab your horse. We must go now.
Paul, you have to row across the river. I will go around the neck and we will meet in Lexington. The regulars are out. The regulars are out.
And there they go, off to warn John Hancock and Samuel Adams. A long ride. After the lanterns were hung, Robert Newman was arrested because the British found out that he was the one who hung the lanterns. Nowadays, this is the oldest church in Boston. It is a tourist stop on the Freedom Trail. People still go to church here every Sunday. The church's steeple toppled over, so now it is 15 feet shorter. Paul Revere's son had a pew in this church. The end.
Last night, our British men went all the way to Lexington for no reason. The mission was to capture Samuel Adams, John Hancock, and to get the Patriots ammunition. But of course, we were tricked. Oh, General, you have dropped your sword.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Why? Why does this have to happen to us? Why did Paul Revere have to hang the lanterns in our church?
Oh, Thomas, it's not that bad.
Oh, yeah, and I'm King George.
Don't be fresh with me, young man.
I know why they used Old North Church.
Why then, Samuel?
Because it's the tallest church in Boston.
Of course, it's 187 steps tall. Sam, you're a genius.
I know.
I'm hungry. Dear, what are you mumbling?
I'm hungry.
Me too.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's eat.
All right, let's eat. I'll sit up. What does everyone want?
Johnny cakes and tea.
As they eat, they have a conversation. They're upset about the church being used. How could they use our church without our permission? It's more of a Tory church than Patriot church. And we were the ones who paid for it, not them. And there are good Englishmen buried underneath it.
We should close the church for payback and either choose for target practice.
Yes.
This is a little off the subject, but I wish we could go to the future.
Yeah. But let's clean up. It is now the Battle of Bunker Hill. It is June 18th of the same year. The Battle of Bunker Hill has been a narrow British victory. Right now, we are listening to a conversation between General Gage, his wife, and the British survivors.
Did you see those rebels run? We have won the Battle of Bunker Hill.
Yes, dear, it is amazing. We have won. How is your view from the steeple, General?
Horrible. Well, of course. What did you expect it to be?
I know. I should have known it would be a terrible sight, but it could have been worse, if you know what I mean.
Yes, it must have been quite a terrible sight. And out of our 2,600 British soldiers, 504 were killed and 580 were wounded.
I bet it will ruin our future battles.
We are lucky we arrested Newman. It could have stopped me from watching the Battle of Bunker Hill, and I would have not been able to plan the battle, and I would have not, and even more lives might have been lost.
Let's talk about happier things. How is the church
built in such a wonderful spot.
I guess it's where the most people live. They were probably right.
I wonder what it's like inside Old North Church. I've never been inside before.
Well, there's special pews for families. Each pew costs a certain amount of money. You buy it like you'd buy a house.
And sometimes people even bring their dogs to church to keep their feet warm in the winter.
My wife and I use foot warmers. We have no dog.
My husband and I have spent a lot of money on our pew. We decorated it in red satin. There is also a sounding board. It is hung above the preacher's pulpit. It is used to echo the preacher's voice.
Did you know that the church was built with big windows to let more light into it?
No, that's interesting.
And it's one of the oldest churches in Boston, built in 1723 to be precise.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Well, let's go back to camp.
Okay, let's go. Ah, smell the fresh air that encircles this small, fenced-in burying ground.